welcome back to Comic Frontline. Jay here with another review. Today I'm reviewing a brand new series, Arkham Manor #1. It is written by Gerry Duggan with art by Shawn Crystal. The title of this issue is A Home for the Criminally Insane, Chapter 1. Now before I do anything about this book, I want to tell you that there is spoilers ahead for not just this book, but also for Batman Eternal. There's even a disclaimer in the book that says the events of the story take place after Batman Eternal #30, which comes out next week. So you don't want to hear until you read that book. You can stop it and come back to this another time. Okay, if you stuck around, that means that you want to be spoiled. So here's what's going on. Batman, Arkham Mansion has been sucked into hell as of last issue of Batman Eternal #29, which I recommend you reading before you read this. And they gotta rebuild the house, the asylum. But until then, they have all these criminally insane people and no place to put them. They try to put them in the stadium, but the local residents are, up in arms about having them that close and that exposed to their families, especially because a stadium is all open. There's no security there that prevents them from leaving. So the mayor and everyone's trying to figure out where to do it, and then they find out that they could use Wayne Manor because Bruce Wayne apparently, and here's one of the spoilers, has lost his family money. So he lost all the Wayne fortune, and Wayne Manor has been seized underneath eminent domain, which means in time of need, the government, any faction of the government could take over a person's residence or any business or anything and use it for the well-being of this of wherever it is, the town, city, state, country, whatever. So that's what they're doing. They're transforming Wayne Manor into Arkham Manor. And Bruce Wayne, says that, Batman says at first he was a little off put by it, and he had two choices when he figured out they were going to do this. One was he could blow up Wayne Manor, or he could seal it off. And the reason why he decided to seal off the Batcave with like feet worth of concrete was his parents. If you've been reading, other books, and even if you watch Gotham lately, it said that, the Waynes have always wanted to rehabilitate the mentally ill and give back to them, make them positive people in the community. So he's doing this in his parents' honor. And him and Alfred are living in an apartment. So apparently, Alfred's not crazy anymore in the post-Eternal. And he's going out there working with them. He's in the apartment with them. Bruce does say something that really hits home. He's like, he never realized that he's been concentrating on that this is his family's home, his home. And he says, I never realized it's been Alfred's home all this time either, because someone has died in Wayne Manor, now Arkham Manor. And then when Batman goes to see it, he flashes back to when he was brought back and he met Commissioner Gordon for the first time as a little kid, and then it's like mirrored with seeing Harvey there now, and he's told that he can go through Arkham, and he finds out that there's someone else was murdered inside there too. So people are saying, like, there's a spirit in the house, it's possessed, whatever like that. So there's something going on within Wayne Manor, and Bruce wants to find out what it is. So he takes on an identity of someone who's died recently, named Jack Shaw, and he enters it, Arkham Asylum, as it by trying to slice open people on a subway or something like that, pretending he's crazy. So he goes to Arkham Asylum as a prisoner, so he can get inside and find out what is going on in his house and get it out of there. Story wise, I really liked it because it was a pretty neat thing seeing the impact of him losing his everything that he's held dear over these years, how he's held on to this stuff. And like the only thing he really took from the house was his parents' picture in the dining room, in the den or the library or wherever it's at. And I really like that. I really like the storytelling. So the story I'm going to give 4 stars. But the art, I think, really makes this suffer because everybody's a little off kilter. They're like out of scale. Like if you look at the last page, you see Bruce, he's totally lanky. Like his torso is like a torso should be about 3 heads tall. When you're doing art, that's what you're tall. It's like 3.5 heads tall. And this one's like about almost double that. His torso is like about 5 to 6 heads tall, and it's too lanky for him. His build is out of proportion. He just looks so out of proportion to me. What I think they really should have done was Jay Lee. This is a darker, creepier kind of Batman. This is why I was saying when Jay Lee was on Batman and Superman, this is what I was saying that Jay Lee should be perfect for. His gothic tones brought into this, but better art. He has better art. They're more proportionate and stuff. I think it would have really made this issue better for me. But the art, it's just going to get 3 stars. Overall, because of the art, it drags it down some. I'm giving it 3.5 stars. And don't forget, pick up Batman Eternal number 29 and number 30. You want to find out more about what happened to Arkham. Once again, my overall rating for this is 3.5 stars. And I recommend you picking it up if you want an more gothic kind of out there story for Batman. Well, those are my thoughts. Now I want to know what yours are in the comments below. Also, like this video, subscribe to Comic Frontline, check out and subscribe to my channel, The Comic Book Theater. Check out Comic Frontline, the site, for all the latest previews, reviews, news, and interviews. For even more news on all things related to comics, comicrelated.com is your source for all your comic book needs with daily updates. And don't forget to like and follow me and Comic Frontline on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. I'll include all these links in the description below. Until then, I'll catch you in the next review.